The news that Bernie Madoff passed away this week got me thinking once again about those ever-present challenges of fear and greed and how we could frame them up to be able to face them down. So Bernie Madoff passed away this week at 82 years of age. He was in the midst of serving a 150-year sentence for a $65 billion Ponzi scheme. His list of victims was huge, included Jeffrey Katzenberg of Disney fame, Kevin Bacon, I could make a pun about degrees of separation, I won't, and Larry King, right? So smart people. People have access to a lot of different investments. How do such smart people fall for something that clearly went so wrong? Well, same way we can fall for a lot of things in our own right, which is these twin challenges we have about fear and greed. Wanted to think through this week, again, how I could bring them to you, help you understand the different ways we want to frame up these challenges to, again, hopefully be able to face them down, make better decisions to maximize our resources and not just avoid dying broke, although that too. So what I have here, as you know, I've never claimed to be an artist, is really understanding the difference between risk tolerance, which a lot of people talk about, and there's a lot of mechanisms to look at, and risk budget, and the importance, again, of finding this balance so that, again, this isn't just about avoid dying broke, it's about maximizing your resources, and two, coming in between fear and greed to have a true roadmap for how to make investment or financial decisions in your life. So first of all, what is risk tolerance? So we talk all the time around here about balancing the math with the emotion. This is the emotion. And when we're talking about risk, we're really talking about volatility. How much can that market move before that gut, that brain, animal instincts are going to take over that we've talked about time and time again, that make you feel like you're in mortal danger, that help you or cause you to sell low and thus lock in what were only going to be temporary losses had you been able to hold tight. Lots of ways to do this. We here literally take our clients through some exercises where we define it, help them see both who they are and where their boundaries are emotionally, but also how that matches up with the boundaries of their portfolio. And when you can bring those two in line and set expectations about what might happen, it gives us so much better chance as investors of being able to stay the course. Whether you're training to go into combat type situations or investments, again, getting past trusting the gut instincts to trusting your training, trusting your discipline, trusting the process. The second piece is risk budget. How this is the math, not the emotion. How much risk can you afford to take? How much risk can you afford not to take? It can manifest in both ways. For those people who are younger, it may be that, again, you've grown up, you've seen your parents go through some tough times. That's certainly the case for a lot of us who lived through the dot-com type era or the 2008 housing bust. And we've seen this new generation of investors tends to go to one of two extremes. They're out there chasing the cryptos, or they're actually very, very conservative. What does it mean to your path when you're going to choose either one of those? Conversely, for retired clients, could you lock in a certain amount of income? And if that income is more than you need, maybe you now have a risk budget higher than you thought you might be able to have even in retirement because you don't need all those resources generating income for you all the time. These are the kinds of things that, again, we don't just talk about. They're not just anecdotes or cliches as they are in so much of the rest of the industry. We define them out. We map them out. They go into tools that we utilize that can come up onto a screen and we can walk through with you so that you, again, understand this balance between how you feel about things and where things need to be to get that proper balance to, again, push us up to how do we maximize your opportunities, your resources, whether that's peace of mind or also being able to simply pay the bills. To bring this all together, these are not just concepts. They're not just cliches. This is part of a formal, systematized process at 10 Capital for you to understand why we and you are doing whatever we're doing within your plan. And that, again, helps get us to a place where we're not constantly just yo-yoing between fear and greed and fear and greed, as so many investors around us are. And then live in your portal. They live as part of your reviews to, again, be there for you in those key moments when they come about, like a March of last year, or the super tempting investment special strategy to, again, stay the course. Understand that course has been set to not just do the minimum, but to hopefully do the maximum for you and your family. At the end of the day, all of us investors have to answer a key question. Do you believe you're special? Do you believe you've found the special strategy? You have the special thought? You found the special gentleman named Bernie Madoff? Or do you believe you're disciplined? The former is clearly rife with plenty of cautionary tales, while the latter has been a proven process to help lead to success. That's the path we want to walk with you. And for all those of you who are on it with us, thank you once again.